So when it comes to the beta, I try to take things with a pinch of salt unless they make sense or we get confirmation. And we've just had confirmation on something that, I'll be honest with you, I thought it was going to change. And I'm really, really surprised that Blizzard aren't changing it, especially with how they're trying to sort of keep people engaged, keep people entertained, try not to make things move too fast because ultimately they want you to keep subscribing. But out of this post here called Wrath of the Lich King Classic Flying in Northrend, you don't really look at it and think you're going to take a lot away from it because we all know things like at 77 you can start flying. We know where the trainers are, although it's covered here. The one thing I wasn't expecting is Tome of Cold Weather Flying actually being in the game from launch. So they've outlined everything that you would expect. So here it shows you the 3 locations where you can learn flying, which is Hira Snowdawn in Dalaran, Roxy Ramrocket in K3, Pilot Vic in Sholazar Basin. Reputation helps. This is quite useful to know if you haven't already got epic flying. So while learning expert and artisan riding skills through the cold weather flying trainers is possible, you can benefit from reputation discounts in Valiant's Keep for the Alliance or Warsong Hold in Borean Tundra for the Horde. And also, depending on your reputation with Honor Hold and Fralmar, there may be deeper discounts in Honor Hold or Fralmar. Slightly used, we've covered this already on the channel, about at 77 you can get a loan amount from Honest Max in K3, which for some reason, if you haven't already got your epic flying mount, so you're only using a normal mount anyway, you don't need to worry about getting cold weather flying because you can just learn this. As long as you haven't got cold weather flying, you can get the loan amount. The thing that shocks me here, and this is the thing with these really inconsistent changes, and I'm hoping this is just Blizzard putting incorrect information on their own website, which I sort of predict it is, but you never know. It says, fair warning, these loan amounts are slightly sluggish and somewhat stubborn. They will only fly at 60% within Storm Peak, Sholazar and Icecrown. Now we know the limitations on the zones that you can fly them in, but 60%. It was actually changed to 150%. So why we get it in its 60% iteration, yet they're going to give us full-blown flying at maximum speed from 68 with the Tome. I don't know. And you can even see here on Wowpedia where it says, you know, you can get it from Honest Max from K3, yeah, and it travels at 150% speed. Yes, it's got the areas that it can't go in, and it doesn't count toward mounting amounts. And then the big one that shocked me, don't leave your ults grounded. So after your first character has reached level 80 and has Cold Weather Flying, you'll be able to get the Tome of Cold Weather Flying from Hira Snowdawn for all of your ults. Each ult that you plan to level through Northrend will need to be sent a Tome of Cold Weather Flying if you want them to be able to take to the skies at level 68. And that's the bit I don't get. You know, as in, it's great, don't get me wrong. It is convenient, and I'm not really one against going against convenience. You know, I'd like all the quality of life changes, and I should like this. But it's gonna, the whole world after that first round of level 8 is going to feel pretty dead because everyone's now just going to be flying around. And I thought the whole point of Classic's direction was to try and hold on to that social aspect for as long as possible. Now just enabling everybody from 68 to fly after that first round of 8 is, like I say, is now really going against that pillar of, you know, protecting that social aspect or whatever they called it. It's great, and I'm going to enjoy it. Well, I say I'm going to enjoy it. I'm using 2 accounts, so I still need to get both of them to 80 before I can start benefiting on my ults, but still, you know, it's still going to be nice. But I just don't think it belongs in Phase 1. I'd love for you to comment right now. Even if you don't ordinarily comment, just comment below. Is this good? Are you glad that it's in from launch? Or do you think it could have been held off till sort of Ulduar, maybe? So at least in the whole of Phase 1, everyone's having to level. Normally, you know, if you level your ults, you can't fly. Because it really makes a big difference. Leveling from 68 to 80 with flying and just flying around questing it's phenomenally quick. You know, it makes a big, big difference. And I don't know if the pace of leveling those ults, I don't know if it belongs in Phase 1. Although a lot of people are saying, you know, in myself included, when I talk about Nax, that Phase 1 is an ult phase. It should be for ults. But I don't know. I'm torn. So I'd love to hear what you're thinking. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to let you know, if you wondered whether it's going to be in at launch, it's 100% as of this moment in time confirmed by Blizzard that it will be in the game. So you can fly. It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We're all different. As I say, maybe leaving it till Phase 2 would be better. But still, we're all going to benefit from it being in from Phase 1. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for lots more news updates like this as new news comes about. And roll the outro. There's lots of ways you can support the channel to keep me here putting out World of Warcraft content and covering all future MMOs. Consider joining the channel as a member. You get access to emotes. Everyone will know you're a member when you comment on future videos because you get a nice icon next to your name. And you get access to members-only videos, which I'll be putting a lot of on the channel throughout the year. Additionally, there's a Patreon link in the description as well. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.